What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another very fun-filled episode of the Burnout Brighter podcast. My name is Matt. I'll be your host for this evening's events. This is episode 143. I'm joined, as always, by the angry vegetable, the Spotify superstar himself, Mr. Mad Seedling, aka Lou. What's going on, my friend?
What's up, folks? Glad to be here. Nice to see you all.
Before we get any further into it, we have to celebrate real quick. Tell us a little bit about the Spotify playlist, because you just had something major go down, and it is amazing.
Sure, yeah. So I got on the biggest lo-fi playlist there is in existence on Earth. It's called Lo-Fi Beats, Spotify's most popular lo-fi playlist. It's got over 4.5 million followers.
Yeah.
And my latest release, Lazy Bones, made it onto the playlist, which a track I thought was absolutely doomed, but somehow I got super lucky and it got on there, and super jazzed about that.
Hell yeah, dude. So proud of you. If you haven't heard it yet, please go pop over to Spotify, find that playlist, listen to Lazy Bones, check out Mad Seedling stuff because it is fantastic. This week, we are missing Destiny. She is busy doing some things. I actually don't know if we can talk about it yet. So here, I'm going to say it, but if you're going to be watching Black Voices in Gaming over our friends with the Mix and Gorilla Collective, Destiny will be co-hosting that the day that this goes live. So please pop over there. Make sure you're in the chat. Shout Destiny out. She's going to do an incredible job. So hop over there and take it out. And just in case I can't talk about this, I'll just cut this. But anyways, so make sure the day that this goes live, pop over. This week is jam-packed in gaming news and nonsense, but make sure you go tune in to the Gorilla Collective and to Black Voices in Gaming, two fantastic streams, and you'll see our very own Destiny. So she's busy prepping. She's busy getting stuff together. So I thought, in a week of such news multitude, of so many amazing things going on, of so many heads being shaved, with Destiny out of the picture, I thought who better to bring in than her life partner. Darren returns as a guest. What's up, dude?
Oh, it's good to be back. Hello. How are you all? I know I said I was gone, but Matt called me one dark and stormy night and whispered into my dreams, there are predictions coming. And he knows that I cannot resist making predictions that I have no reason or qualifications to be able to make.
Isn't that what you're in school for? Is to be a PREDICTOR? Yeah, let's run with that.
A PREDICTOR? That's a word, I guess now.
That's your official job title is Darren the PREDICTOR. I see no wrong with that. I see no problem with that at all.
I know. And also, I guess now that I'm back, the new thing that we're having to deal with is the Darren delay. You know, with Darren coming back for an episode, you have to have the Darren delay. I don't know. Well, listeners, they probably can't tell, but for me, it sounds like everyone's a robot because my internet is crap. But what else is new?
All right, well, welcome back to the show, Robot Darren. This is going to be a fun prediction-filled episode. As Darren has alluded to, we are back in prediction season. There is all the things going on. We got Gorilla Collective. We got Black Voices in Gaming. We got Summer Games Fest. We got the Xbox Showcase, the Xbox Bethesda Showcase. Showcase. We just had the State of Play. Nintendo, we'll see. So there's a lot of stuff going on. We're going to do our best to predict it. But before we get into that, let's start with a quick round of what's new to touch base, see what's been going on, what we've been up to. And Darren, as you are returning to the show for the first time in what feels like ages and ages, what's new? What's been going on? What you've been up to?
Oh, so much, Matt. Thank you for asking. I've been on my own little personal adventure of playing games and being a hermit and talking to very few people, just the way I like it. I've been, I guess the biggest things that I've been doing is I played all of Demon's Souls twice. I played all of Resident Evil Village 4 times. And I'm now playing Horizon Forbidden West. And I'm also playing Card Shark, the Devolver digital game. Yeah. And so like it's been good, I guess. As Matt also alluded to in my intro, I guess I shaved my head. That's notable. I am bald, man. I am bald. Now bald. Fresh bald.
Bald. Big bald. And looking fly,
Bald.
dude. I love the look. You look sick in it. You look amazing. So hold on. Okay, so you've been playing a whole bunch of stuff.
Thank you.
I want to zero in on Card Shark for a second because I know you were excited about it. I know you're looking forward to it. For anybody who's unaware, it's one of the new Devolver Digital games. It's based entirely around cheating and lying and being just a total... what's a pirate way to say that? Because it's an olden timey game. A total scallywag. This one was scallywag. Yeah, nice sync up. How are you liking Card Shark, Darren?
It's been great, actually. So yeah, I played the demo, and I was really sold on the demo. Yeah, the whole, it's kind of like if you've ever played the WarioWare games. It's like WarioWare for cheating at cards. It's like a bunch of mini games, but it's all tied around a story. And oh god, my history's bad. I want to say the 18th century. It's the time in France where Louis the 15th was in power. Voltaire is actually a character in the game. Lou, I know you're a philosophy buff.
That's cool.
So yeah, Voltaire is one of the few characters that actually likes that you cheat and wants to know more about cheating and finds it a fascinating experience. So like you're trying to unravel this story of deceit and villainy among the royal family in France over a series of card games that are totally skewed in your favor because you're the one doing the cheating. And it's very, very in depth. Like you can tell that all the techniques you're using are techniques that people really use to cheat and like do magic. And they're teaching you like the actual ways of doing them. And so like the most common but complex example is with the shuffle and shuffling, because like if you have a bunch of cards at the top of your deck and you want to preserve them, you want to shuffle them in a very unique way. And so based on how you move the control stick, if you move it up, if you move it down, if you move it left or you move it right, it'll do a different thing to the deck while you're shuffling it. So you have to worry. So if you get like 2 aces and you want to split them between you and your partner, depending on where you're sitting and the order you're dealing, you might want to like press a card up to add in an insert card to like buffer the deck. And then you might want to press right to put a marker card so you can keep track of it. And then you want to press down to do the proper shuffle. But if you want to preserve something at the very end, you might stop the shuffle early. So you actually have to like it starts off easy, but it gets really complicated. And I just fell in love with it. I love cards and poker and cheating and representing something that's I don't think been represented in gameplay before is just like in such a unique way. Yeah, I've been blown away by the game, and I highly recommend it if that sounds like at all interesting to anybody.
Yeah, it sounds great.
My head hurts just listening to that. I'll try it. I'll check it out because it's a demo, right?
Yeah, there's a demo, and the demo gives you like the entire first chapter. So like there's a lot of meat to the demo. You can really tell if you're going to like it. The demo is very representative of what the game's actually like. And also there's some fun stuff in there. There's like fencing and stuff too. There's like a fencing mini game, but like the focus is on the cards.
Nice. I might have to check it out. If there's a demo, yeah, I mean, why not hop in and take a whirl, especially if it's an actual demo that shows what the game is like. So I'll have to give that a whirl. Lou, my friend, what about you? What's been going on? What's new?
Oh, let's see. So I'm still deep into Hearthstone Battlegrounds.
Nice.
Fantastic game mode. Honestly, I think at this point, probably the only game mode that's worth playing in Hearthstone right now is Battlegrounds.
Really?
And, I got to 5,000. Yeah, I think so. I got to 5,000 rating, and I've absolutely hit a ceiling. I think my last 25 games have either been incremental increase and then back down to 5,000 over and over again. So it's getting a little frustrating.
How does this game mode work?
I've hit a ceiling. So it's what they call an auto battler. And so what you do is you pick a hero, and then you get minions served to you for purchase. You purchase your minions, and then you fight round robin style against 7 other players and their minions. When the battle finishes, you go back to the recruit phase. You can sell minions that you already have, buy newer, stronger minions, and then you go back into battle again. And eventually the last person standing wins. It gets first place. So the goal is you want to finish in the top 4. So the top 50%, because there's 8 players total. So you want to finish in the top 4 and your rating will go up. So for the first, 50 games, I was cruising and it was a blast. And then now I'm absolutely stuck. But it's still totally worth playing. There's also a YouTuber named Kriparian, who's very popular, and he's been around for a long time, and he's so good at Battlegrounds. I can't believe how good he is. Highly suggest you check him out. So yeah, Hearthstone Battlegrounds has been a lot of fun.
So hold up. Before you go on, when you say you reached 5,000, what does that mean? Are you in like the top 5,000 players, or like what do you mean?
So I think 5,000 rating means you're in the top 65 or 70% of players.
Okay. Dang.
So there's obviously a lot of players, but no, it's like a mid-tier rating.
Okay.
If you get in first place, you get like a couple hundred rating points. And then it goes down incrementally if you get second, third, or fourth.
Right.
So yeah, no, I'm not really good by any means. It's like a mid-tier. It's definitely above average though.
Okay, nice.
It's so hard to gain rating at this point.
How bad's the monetization?
Yeah, so
like compared to regular Hearthstone?
Great question. So you don't have to own any cards. You don't have to buy any packs.
Oh, interesting.
You really the only thing that it encourages you to buy is a battle pass, which gives you a couple of perks. And the perks are, at the beginning of the game, you choose from one of 4 heroes. If you have the battle pass, you get to choose from 4 heroes. If you don't, you only get to choose one of 2.
Is it randomized, the heroes that are available?
Yeah, it's totally randomized. Yeah.
Okay.
And some heroes are better than others, and they try to balance it around that. But yeah, so if you don't have the battle pass, you choose among 2. That's the big difference with the battle pass, and it's like $20. So I typically buy it every time. It's totally worth it for me. I play a lot of Battlegrounds. But other than that, you don't have to spend any money. The rest is all cosmetic. So yeah, it's totally, I not having to buy card packs is great. Definitely easy on the wallet and endless hours of enjoyment in Hearthstone Battlegrounds for sure. So it's great.
Nice. I might have to check it out. It sounds fun.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah. It's fun to play with friends too.
How do you not get salty when you lose a battle though? Cause like for me, anything PvP, even if it's cards, I'm like, first match, I'm like, okay, I lost. Second match, I'm like, oh, better get it next time. Then third match, I'm like flipping my computer and like just throwing stuff around my room.
Believe me, I get super salty. And there's this add-on you can get that will show you the probability of you winning your current matchup.
Oh, God.
And so sometimes it'll say like, oh, you have a 95% chance of winning. And then you lose.
Oh,
it's
no.
like
XCOM style. XCOM style. It's like when you get the 99% chance to hit and it misses, and you're just in there like, how?
Yeah, I know. Those moments are brutal, but but otherwise I gotta say it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend checking it out. And then I've also been playing some more MLB The Show.
Nice.
22, excuse me. Yeah, a lot of fun playing that on the Switch.
Does it run okay on the Switch?
Sorry?
I actually feel like we've had this conversation already, and I asked the same thing. Does it run okay on the Switch? And I think you said yes.
Yeah. So it runs, I would say it runs okay. Yeah. It's as far as I would go.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's serviceable. Yeah.
Nice. And then I feel like you're leading into something else there.
Yeah. So then I splurged a little bit on a new set of headphones.
Yeah, you did.
So I fancy myself a little bit of an audiophile.
No.
And, I know it's such a rabbit hole of a hobby to go down, but I've been getting into it, and I love headphones. Speakers are great, but I've got neighbors and, stuff like that. So headphones are it for me. And I got a pair of Sennheiser HD 800S,
nice.
Which are Sennheiser's top of the line,
true audiophile
flagship headphones. Yeah, they are known as a hi-fi end game, as they say, an end game set of headphones. And I sold all my other pairs of headphones to afford to purchase these, and they are fantastic. It's been audio bliss for like 2 weeks now.
Nice.
So but just listening to a lot of music. Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Nice.
dude. Is it worth the investment? Like, is it like, can you notice like a marked increase in quality and build quality and everything?
So for me, it was totally worth it. However, it's one of those things where you suffer from diminishing returns very quickly in the headphone game.
Okay.
You can spend $500 and get basically 90% of the way there, and that's going to be good enough, and it should be good enough, and rightly so, for
Mhm.
the vast majority of people. And I don't have ears of God, you know what I mean? It's like my hearing has been actually pretty significantly damaged from playing in rock bands and next to loud drummers. So my
Yeah.
hearing stops at like 16,000 hertz.
Okay.
So I'm not like, I'm not like the Princess and the Pea here, where I can hear all
Yeah.
these, differences, but it's still fantastic. And if you have the means, I highly recommend it.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I've always heard fantastic things about the Seinhausers, and it's like one of those things that it's just like one day I will get this. But yeah,
Oh,
nice, dude. I'm glad you're enjoying.
yes, absolutely.
As for myself, I've been things have been busy the last little while, so I haven't been gaming as much as I would have liked. But I've been watching. I actually just got the Steam Deck back. As anybody who's listening to the show, I some damage happened to the one that I had, so I sent it back. Steam and Valve were kind enough to send me a new unit as I sent my old one back. So I got that back. So I've been honestly like I don't know what it is. Like setting that thing up is half as fun as playing anything on it. Because like I've been getting all the emulators running and I've been getting like everything set up and tweaked to the way that I like it. It's been a long time since I've gone down like the ROM site rabbit hole. So making sure and like those things used to be like, plagued with viruses. So just finding safe sites and, where to go. And it's fantastic, dude. Like it's ridiculous what this thing is capable of. Like just hopping through different stuff. I went from playing like Mega Man Battle Network on a GBA emulator. I hopped over to like the Metal Gear Solid HD collection on the PS3. Then I hopped back to like Chrono Trigger, and it's just like I just downloaded a bunch of stuff just to test and see how everything runs. Then like popped into like what's it called, like Skies of Arcadia Legends on the GameCube. Like I've just like run the gamut of like everything. It's just ridiculous how well most of these things work out of the box.
Yeah. Does it play that stuff? Yeah, it plays that stuff out of the box. You don't need to do any fancy rooting or anything to get the emulators.
No rooting. You literally just there's a thing called EmuDeck, which like
Mm.
you literally just go to emudeck.com, you download it, and like Steam, like with the Steam Deck, there's a store called Discover. Like it's like the app store. All of the emulators are right there on the app store. You don't have to go looking for them. If you download EmuDeck, essentially it's one button and it installs all of them for you with all of the like almost all of the right BIOS. Like if you're looking into like PlayStation emulation of any variety or even Switch emulation, because that's even a thing. Like
Wow.
you do have to take a couple extra steps to get some of the rest of the stuff that you need to get stuff running. But like for the vast majority of stuff, you literally just download it and it works. Like there's even the thing where they'll like customize like the tiles in the ROM so that they actually look like Steam tiles. So when you go back into like, the gaming mode, everything's outlined there for you. It's just the capability of this thing is just absolutely mind blowing. The fact that you can go from like the beginnings of gaming, you can take it all the way up to the Switch on one piece of hardware that is handheld and you can run around with you is just absolutely mind boggling. So like I've just been messing with it and like especially stuff now, like we'll get into this later, but like with PlayStation getting more into the PC game, I'm just kind of like, man, I can't wait to like I already can take God of War with me on the go. I can already take Horizon with me on the go. To get to stuff like Spider-Man and whatever else they have up their sleeves later on is just like unreal.
Right.
Unreal. And like
Very
again,
cool.
it's just wild. So like it's such a cool piece of tech that I'm so happy I pulled the plug on because I was a little nervous being like this is expensive and like I'm just I'm gonna run at it, but just for the amount of games that like are there and available and even stuff like I bought what's it called, Dragon Age Origins, because it's on sale right now because the new one was just announced and I was like, you know what, might as
Yeah.
well play it on this thing as I take it on the go.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's just wild, dude, the capability of this thing. Um but in terms of like other stuff, I've been watching a bunch of stuff like, in between commutes and just, flights and like, downtime. Started The Boys season 3. That is as crass and fucked up and ridiculous as it's always been, but like that show just has not slipped in its quality. The first 3 seconds, the first 3 episodes are an absolute riot. If you were ever, when Endgame and Infinity War were a thing, and a lot of the fan wishes about, Ant-Man going in places to Thanos to be able to stop him, that is not too far off the base for some of these scenes. It's just ridiculous. We're almost through Stranger Things 4, the first part, and like I was not excited about it. I was not very hyped about it. We were just kind of like, we've watched the first 3. I'm curious about it. As soon as we started the first episode of season 4, we were like, I was back in, and like we marathoned like 5 or 6 episodes yesterday, and they're long episodes. They're all like an hour plus, just because like it grabbed and like has not let go. So like we're finishing that tonight, which I'm very excited about. And then Darren, you'll be happy to hear that I started, what's it called? The pirate show.
Our Flag Means Death.
Our Flag. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I love it.
Like it's
so good.
I'm on episode 3 or 4. So I've watched like a decent amount so far. It is entertaining. It is basically, for anybody who's unaware, it's a show. Is it done entirely by Taika Waititi? Like, is he the head showrunner? So Taika of a lot of movies and like Thor and stuff of What We Do in the Shadows as well. I think that's also his baby. Correct me if I'm wrong, Darren. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So like, it's this show about pirates. It's good. Like, I'm enjoying it. It's not as like laugh out loud funny as I think I was expecting it to be. The cast is strong, and like the storylines so far have been entertaining, but like it just hasn't completely grabbed me. Like it's like for me,
it gets better.
It's good.
It gets better as it goes.
Yeah, like again, like I'm enjoying it. I'm going to continue running with it. I think like especially like after like The Boys and Stranger Things, and like we crushed Abbott Elementary, which was also fantastic. And like I caught up with Barry and Atlanta. Like there was just so much like high quality television back to back to back to back. Then I heard a lot of really positive things about this. I think it's just not exactly what I was expecting it to be. Right. And it's not, again, I think it's more of a case of expectations and what else I've been up to, what else I've been watching versus the show itself. But I think it's good. I do think it's worth the watch, and like I'm curious to see where it goes, but I think it's solid.
Taika Waititi's character, he hasn't come into the show yet, I don't think. Or he has. We're just a little bit though.
No, he's had like a full episode.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
The last episode I watched, he was like full blown in the entire episode.
Okay. Yeah. So now at that point, I do think the show gets better as it goes. And like it starts off as just kind of like a situational comedy where every episode's kind of different, but then there does get to be like an actual plot that develops that became like a lot more interesting than I thought it would be. So I think you'll like it more as you finish it.
Yeah, and like I said, it's not that I don't like it. It's not like, again, hearing like all the high praise. It's just I think my expectations were higher coming into it. It's solid, so like I'm curious to keep going with it, but that's been me. I haven't had too much time for gaming, but as things are winding down this weekend, we have a wedding we're going to where I'm the best man, so that's been keeping me busy between bachelor parties and stuff. And then my partner Senna leaves for back home for a month on Monday. So the next month, I'm like re-downloading Final Fantasy 14. I have like a bunch of stuff ready to go on the Steam Deck. I'm just gonna be a hermit, and just like after a ridiculously wild couple months, I'm looking forward to just completely just taking a step back and taking some downtime and playing a whole bunch of stuff and getting as much Final Fantasy 14 in as I can. But my friends, that's all old games. All of these are old games. These are games that nobody cares about anymore. They're in the past. Everybody knows that history is a waste of time. So we need to focus on the future. We need to focus on what's coming next and get into some predictions, because as I mentioned earlier, this week it's E3, but not E3 because E3 is dead. It's buried, but I'm going to keep calling this season E3. We got Summer Game Fest. We got Guerrilla Collective. We got the Wholesome Direct. We got Black Voices in Gaming. There's a ton of gaming content. The Xbox Bethesda Showcase. There's a lot happening, and we're going to do some predictions to see how much we can get wrong, with the off chance that we might be slightly right at some point. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to ask each of you for your favorite pizza topping. and then we're going to continue on from there. So, Lou, I'm going to start with you. What's your favorite pizza topping?
Hot peppers.
Hot peppers. All right, hot peps.
Ooh,
Darren, what's your favorite
I
pizza
haven't thought of
topping?
that one before. My favorite toppings probably mushrooms.
Mushrooms. All right, mushrooms. I'm gonna go with some spicy sausage. I like some good spicy sausage. So what I've done is I've taken these three things, and I've put them.
And of course,
into
this
a
is what
random...
you're trying to do.
Yeah, no, I'm just ordering pizza. We're gonna get to the game in a sec. But what I'm doing here is I'm gonna pick a random. I googled a random picker or a random selector, as you will. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna see who gets selected, and I'm gonna let that person decide the order. All right, the one that comes up is hot peppers. So Lou, I'm gonna let you pick positioning first, second, or third in terms of appearance of predictions.
Okay, I'm gonna elect that I go first, and because
how self-centered of
definitely
you,
not
Lou.
I know I'm such a bastard. Because I think my predictions are probably the weakest. I would have to say.
Oh,
just gauging, because I'm not like my area of expertise is PC, and I would say that you guys and your predictions are going to be much more well thought out than mine. So allow me to go first, and then we'll finish off strong. So we'll go Darren
don't
second.
sell yourself short.
Yeah. Well, as soon as you hear them, you'll probably understand.
So we'll do Lou, then Darren, then myself. See, the ordering matters here because we play by the rules where if a prediction is used by somebody else, you can't reuse it. So you have to make sure about the positioning here. And again, we'll do your first prediction, Lou, then we'll do Darren's first prediction, then we'll do mine, and we'll continue on in triangular boy fun fashion to really bring these predictions on home. And I think let's kick this off.
Every
without
time I hear
further
the word
ado.
boy
And that's
fun,
why, Lou,
I just can't handle it.
it's just too much fun for boys. It's just when the boys are together, boys will play in various ways. Boy fun.
Yeah, sure.
See nothing wrong with it. And again, and that's why we didn't pick a specific topic here, Lou. We didn't do like Xbox only to allow all of us to kind of, play in the different fields here and see what we can come up with. So Lou, without further ado, what is your first E3 Summer Game Fest boy fun prediction?
Okay.
Jesus.
So I'm going to actually say that this is an Xbox specific one.
Okay.
I'm going to say it's sort of it's all sort of together. So hopefully this is allowed, but
what I'll say very quickly, Lou, before I let you go, is that you can get granular with it. Part points are a thing. So if you're partially right, you will be awarded part points. So run with it.
Okay. So it's going to be Xbox Cloud Gaming.
Okay.
It's going to be a cloud gaming announcement, as well as a cloud gaming controller.
Okay.
And one extra tack on, I think there's going to also be a new Xbox Elite controller that will be related to the new cloud controller. So in total, cloud gaming announcement, cloud gaming controller, and a new Xbox Elite controller.
Okay, so just for my own clarity, when you say cloud gaming, are you talking about it? Like, are you talking about a dongle, or are you talking about it coming to a new service? Because cloud gaming exists now. So, what do you mean by cloud gaming? Just so I'm aware here from my notes.
Sure. Yeah. So it's.
I love the way you talk to me about the dongle.
Boy fun. Listen, if we're talking about boy funs, we have to talk about dongles. Okay.
Get your dongles ready. Dongles in both hands, boys.
Yeah, buddy.
So basically, like Google Stadia, where it's hardware that's localized somewhere else, and you're streaming that power through some device, smart enabled device that you have.
So you're feeling more of like an app that might come to smart TVs, an app that might in that kind of space.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So we got lose number one.
Spicy prediction. I was like rubbing my face. I felt my lips were puckering from the spice coming off that prediction. That was hot and ready. That was good to go.
That was good to go. So we got Lou's first prediction. Hot peppers. It works out perfectly to the pizza topping name. So we got Xbox Cloud Gaming coming to more platforms, coming in with a controller and a new Xbox Elite controller. I like it. I think you're right. There are whispers of them coming out with like a dongle type thing, which would make Xbox Cloud Gaming much more accessible across the board. Their website did just go down, their design lab. So new controllers. I think you're onto something here, Lou. I think you got some solid reasoning here, and I like it. Darren, what do you think about Lou's first? Outside of the spice.
I think that's good. It's kind of funny. Like, Lou, you said that you felt bad about your predictions. Like, holy crap, you lowball. Like, I'm lowballing these predictions compared to that. Like that, I feel self-conscious about my ability to predict. Give this man a PhD in predictions. Prediction.
A predictor.
Prediction having dude. That's what That's what your PhD stands for. Prediction having dude. No, I think I could, like, it's been a while since they've done an Elite controller. They haven't done an Elite for the Series X yet, so an Elite makes sense. And what better way to expand, cloud gaming, because that is one of their big things, than doing it with a Stadia-like controller. And Stadia hasn't been it's been okay I think it's been okay in terms of success, dropping off a lot more recently. And I think Microsoft has the resources and the library to actually make the dent that Stadia wants to do. So I think that would be quite a smart business decision for them.
I think you're onto something there, Lou. Darren, what's prediction? Our master predictor. Our master dictor. What would you say is your first prediction?
Oh, Jesus. Well, I'm glad that I'm going second, because I'm going to start with my Sony prediction, because this is the only one that I feel like I might have doubled up on.
You piece of shit.
So I gotta get it out fast.
You piece of shit.
I mean, maybe we didn't double up. Who knows? But it's related to PSVR 2.
Boy. Okay, never mind.
All right. So, I made some predictions in the past about PSVR 2. This is such a lame prediction now compared to that. But I want to basically double down on this.
It's real.
PSVR 2 exists, guys. It's that obviously PSVR 2 is coming out this year. This summer, they're going to have a big actual state of play dedicated to just PSVR, where they're going to show off more games for it. And it's going to, like I said, release this holiday, and the price will be $499 US.
Okay, $499 or $499.99?
$499.99.
All right. Okay, I need that clarification here.
I
would have talked to you. I know that's the point.
I know, right? It's a high price, but looking at the prices of other headsets and looking at the tech that Sony's trying to put into this, I think that's actually still too cheap. I think I'm lowballing that price. But I think Sony is going to catch a lot of flack if they release a headset that's more expensive than the console that it's for. So I think they're going to match the price and sell it at a bit of a loss to try and increase the install base for the thing. This is going to be premium tech. It's going to be luxury. It's not going to be something that everybody gets, just like PSVR 1. But I just don't see how they could sell it at below $499 and make money off the thing.
Okay, I like it, but I need something more from you. I need a game. I need you to tell me a game that you think, and I don't want no fucking Half-Life Alyx. If you're gunning for this, I want to like what first party game? Give me something like that. I need something a little more out of this prediction, Darren. I need you to work that brain of yours.
The rumored oh my god, I was just gonna say Half-Life Alyx because you just put that scene in my mind. The rumored Last of Us remaster will be playable in VR start to finish.
Okay, holy shit. I was expecting you to like lowball me. That's a swing. That's the energy I need, Darren. Come on.
There you go. There you go. I'll make it up for you with that one.
I accept. I think you are lowballing it. I think $4.99. I think it's going to be at least $5.99 USD. I think they are going to price it higher.
And I think because okay, sorry, you finish.
Because of the controllers. I think there's enough tech in that headset that it's going to justify that price alone. They ran with the friggin' like 8-year-old moves at a premium price. So I feel like if they're going in, granted, there's no camera this time that they have to worry about selling. But I do think I think you're right. I think that sticker shock is going to be real. But I'm expecting at least $5.99 USD. Otherwise, I don't think you're too far off base.
I think that also with The Last of Us remastered, I know it hasn't been officially announced, but it just seems like such kind of like a lame game to me. Like we already got a remaster, the game already looks good. So I think by integrating VR into it, that would be like the thing that pushes it to be a lot better.
God, that game is going to be even more brutal if the VR mode exists. Lou, what do you think about Darren's first prediction?
Yeah, I mean, you even went down to the price, which I think is cool. I didn't put a price on mine because I have no idea.
No. That was already a good enough prediction. That one didn't need a price. You didn't need a price for that.
Yeah.
I think the real spiciness there, the hot pepper in that equation is The Last of Us remastered for sure. I think it's a good prediction, but definitely it's a spicy one, I gotta say.
AKA Lou thinks I'm full of shit.
I like this hot pepper motif that we're running with this year's predictions. We're going to keep it going. So you know what, guys? After we do every prediction, let's rate it out of 2 hot peppers. Okay. So I think Lou's was 2. We're not don't be ridiculous. Okay. Let's not mess with the formula here. I'd give Lou's a single spicy pepper. I would have given Darren 0. I think bringing in The Last of Us remaster, I think amps it up to a 2 pepper for me.
Yeah.
Lou, what do you think?
I agree.
I think that's a 2 pepper predict. Nicely done, Darren. Nicely done. All right. My first one. All right. See, what I thought you were going to do, Darren, and what I was getting myself ready for, I think Sony was very careful with their state of play. I think they very deliberately left off all of their first party stuff because I think we're going to get it at Keighley's opening night live. I think that's where we're going to see God of War Ragnarok. Mm-hmm. I think it is coming out this year. Mm-hmm. I think I'm even going to date it because I love this. My co-host Court over on the PlayStation Drive coined this, and I have to run with it because I think it's brilliant. I think if they are bullish enough, and if they really think this game is going to hit this year, I think they're going to take that 11/11/2022 spot that was supposed to be Starfield's.
Oh, okay.
I like that. And to add in a bit of spice, funny enough, Darren, I think there's going to be a PSVR 2 mode. I don't think the whole game will be playable in PSVR 2. They may take the point of like the camera behind Kratos' shoulder, but I think we might get some like more experience style, throw the axe, catch it back, because that was such a visceral part of the original game. And, I know a lot of people really love that mechanic. So I think we are going to get a PSVR 2 mode. Not a full, like I said, not the full game playable in PSVR 2, just the mode added on. So I'm saying Ragnarok is hitting this year. I'm going to say that 11/11/2022, I think they're going to be cheeky and do one of their classic, confident, cocky Sony bullshit maneuvers and gun for that Starfield date. And I think there's going to be PSVR 2 mode. That's my first prediction.
Okay. That's
where are we on?
That's like a pepper. I think that's like a pepper.
Yeah, okay. That's a pepper. Yeah,
because I think you need to like. It's good, But I think the date and the PSVR mode makes it better. But it's not like, I think that's still very, very possible. Like, I think that is a very possible prediction. I think even the VR mode is very possible. Sony's probably going to try and put like everything to have at least some kind of VR content this time. Like, not full games, but like walk around Kratos' bedroom in VR. This is where Kratos goes to bed.
This is Daddy Kratos' room.
Yeah. This is where he cooks.
Lou, what about you? What do you think?
Yeah, that's a pepper for sure. Sorry on your prediction.
I'm not salty.
Yeah, it's yeah. No, I think.
Did you ever play God of War, Lou? The first remake one?
No, I didn't. Yeah,
it's on PC.
It's a good PC game to play.
I know. I've been behind on games I want to play lately, so
yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
I feel like that's just life. But all right, okay, cool. So we're one round of predictions in. Lou, give me your second one.
Okay, my last two predictions are games.
Okay.
And I'm like, again, I'm not super in tune with I'm not super in tune with predictions. So these may be completely not spicy. These might be green peppers. These might be bell peppers.
Bell peppers.
Yeah. But also I'm sort of hoping a little bit too. I'm hoping with these.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say I think we're going to see, and I would love to see, Outer Worlds 2.
Okay.
I think that would be fantastic. And I'm going to say that it's coming for an early 2023 release date.
Early 2023. Okay. Let's add a bit more onto this. Do you think this is next gen only, or do you think this is across current gen and next gen?
I think it's going to be next gen only.
Next gen only. Okay.
Okay. I was so close to making an Outer Worlds 2 prediction as well, but I didn't. So good on you for coming up with one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so next gen only, early 2023. Obviously, it's going to be a full price game. Mm-hmm. And I think it's going to be a true open world instead of the sort of segmented open world that it was before.
Okay.
I
think we're going to get a true open world this time.
Good. Yeah. Add it on.
So,
yeah.
Hold on. Outer Worlds was developed by Outer Worlds, not Outer Wild.
Obsidian.
Outer Worlds was developed by Obsidian, and they are now owned by Xbox. So that is an Xbox exclusive. So okay, that means Game Pass. That means I'm in.
Yeah, and we're going to see a PC port. I'm going to say a year later.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you think it's going to be true Xbox only, PC later? Okay. Yeah. I'm liking this more and more. I would give that a pepper. I think that's a pepper call. I think early 2023 is bullish. I think next gen only also is a really interesting call. I think you might be onto something here, Lou. Darren, what do you think?
Yeah, I was going to go one pepper until you said early next year and next gen only. That brought it to two peppers for me because like I don't believe it. I don't think it's going to happen.
Darren returns the full of shit call from before.
But I would love to see it. And I will say, I definitely think that Outer Worlds 2 is coming out before Avowed. Because we still haven't seen like anything about Avowed. And Outer Worlds 2 just feels more real to me than Avowed does. Even though we've got about the same level of information on both of them.
I think you're right. I think there's something there, especially because I feel like Outer Worlds 2, Outer Worlds already has a foundation to build off of. You know, I don't think we're going to get like a massive step forward. I think linking those areas is probably a good call. I think that open world, I think you're onto something there, Lou. Is it going to be like a huge graphical step forward or a huge engine overhaul? I don't think so, but I think making it truly open world will make it feel different enough. So I think you're onto something there, Lou. Okay, Darren, hit us with number 2.
Yeah. So you'll probably need to ask me to add more onto this. You're going to have to peer pressure me into adding more spice because right now it might be a little low. But
never.
This is for Nintendo. Okay. Nintendo will do a direct in the summer, like they normally do. It will be in the Summer Games Fest region, but it's not going
Okay, so
to
hold
be
on.
part of Summer Games. Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question then, because Summer Game Fest this year is only June. So are you saying that this direct is going to happen this month?
Oh, no. So my prediction is not trying to focus on when the direct happens, but I guess I will throw in that it's going to happen in early July. So it will actually skip the Summer Games Fest period, but just be just
Okay.
after in kind of like early July is what I'm thinking. Um, and
Okay.
in this direct, we will get a full gameplay reveal of Breath of the Wild 2. And the focus of Breath of the Wild 2, well, first of all, we know 2023, not coming out this year. That's already been announced. So the focus of the demo, we've seen Link go to the skies. So now the demo will be focused on the underground, underneath Hyrule, the catacombs, the tunnels, which will be the game's new dungeon system. The brand new dungeon system will be based around going underground and finding catacombs, Elden Ring style. And down there, there'll be full Zelda dungeons again. It's not going to just be like a bunch of tiny shrines. It's going to be these full underground cave systems. Those are the brand new dungeons. That will be the focus of the gameplay demo. It's kind of a weird prediction. I'm trying to like predict basically not just that it will show, but like what the game is going to be
what
about.
they're going to show. Right. I think you're onto something. I mean, like you said, 2023 is already a thing. I'm conflicted about the underground and the catacombs only because I feel like we might, like, from what we've seen a lot of, they're also showing us a lot of like the sky. So I think we might get like an underground dungeon, and in the sky dungeon, I think they may be, I don't know if they're going to completely like lock themselves underground, but I could see it happening. For me, okay. Early July with a full gameplay reveal. I'm gonna give this a two peppers, but only because I don't think we're gonna get a full gameplay reveal yet.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
I think we're gonna get a trailer. That's more than before. But I think this is a two pepper prediction only because I don't believe it.
That's fair. You know, using my words against me, it's only fair.
Lou, where are you at on this one?
Yeah,
how right is Darren?
That's a double pepper for me. It's interesting. The only reason why I would be concerned about the whole underground thing is because it might lead to a lack of variety in the environments.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if they would do that.
Which was a big complaint about the first game.
Yeah, for sure. However, I could definitely see them making it a little bit more dark in tone, maybe a la Majora's Mask. And being underground could definitely lead to that sort of vibe. But I think gameplay reveal, that's a tall order. I think trailer seems more likely. But good predictions, though. But that is a double pepper for me, too.
All right. So Darren, I'm going to stay on this Nintendo train with you. Okay. I'm going to stay on this Nintendo train. And there's a reason why I asked you for timing. And you said early July.
Right.
And that's because we are not going to get a full direct until September. I think we might get a couple of those. I think we might get a couple, like we might get like a Splatoon direct. We might get like a mini direct. We might get like some third-party directs. But we already know this summer we're getting Live Alive. We already know we're getting, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Mario Strikers is imminent. They've already announced the release date for Splatoon 3. We might get some third-party stuff between now and Splatoon 3. I don't think Nintendo is going for anything outside of what we already know about before then. And they generally hold their cards. So I think it will probably be like late August, early September until we get a full direct. Now, again, I will qualify that as a full direct. Again, I'm not counting like the small partner directs. I'm not counting like the game specific only Splatoon 3 direct. I'm talking a full blown direct. I think they're not going to do anything. I think they've got a huge summer ahead of them, bleeding into one of their biggest franchises with Splatoon. I don't think they're going to do anything. I don't think they have to. So that's my Nintendo prediction, is that they ain't going to do shit until late August, early September.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's too spicy for me. That's too spicy. 5 me. The spice has gone through the roof on this one. I think you've gotten too high on your own spice. In fact, Nintendo's never missed a summer direct, I don't think, except for like, I'm trying to look at the list of directs, and they even did one they did a mini partner showcase in July in 2020 because of COVID. But then last year they did an E3 direct, but then there's no E3 this year, so I guess it could go either way.
And Nintendo is not on the Summer Game Fest partnership list, which again doesn't necessarily mean that they're not doing one. Nope. I looked it up before I made this prediction. They're not on the Summer Game Fest partnership list. Bandai Namco's there, Capcom's there. Like, there's a lot of companies that may be working with them, but they, as Nintendo, are not there, which tells me that they are not moving anytime soon. I could be wrong, again, and I'm not singling out a mini direct, but a full direct I don't think is happening this summer.
Wow. I'm speechless. Lou, what do you think?
Yeah, that's a double pepper for me.
Yeah. Brought it back around. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like we already know all of their major stuff happening until Splatoon. I don't think they're going to move until closer to Splatoon.
Well, that's why I think they want to show some kind of upcoming holiday thing. And also, I know that... So I was going to say Xenoblade Chronicles 3 comes out in July. And one of Nintendo's favorite things to do is waste time in official directs by talking about a game that comes out 2 weeks from when the direct airs. So just because of that, I was like, they're going to do a direct because they want to talk about Xenoblade Chronicles 3, even though the game comes out in 2 weeks.
Right. And again, I could see them doing like a third party direct in that respect, or a Xenoblade focused direct, but I don't think we're getting a full one. That's just my call.
Okay.
Lou?
Okay.
Hit me with your last prediction before we get into the ridiculousness of the two finals. All right, Lou. What's prediction number 3?
Okay, I think. Okay, again, this isn't. This appears to be another Xbox prediction. I think we're going to get gameplay for the new Fable game, and it's going to come out next year. Yeah, it's going to be open world. And yeah, that's it.
It could be back to old Fable gameplay.
It's gonna be gameplay. So yeah, absolutely.
Wow. Is it going to be a good game?
I'm going to double pepper this.
Sorry, what?
Is it going to be a good game?
Is it going to be a good game?
Oh man, that's the eternal question when it comes to Fable, isn't it? As long as Peter Molyneux has nothing to do with it, I think it should turn out pretty good.
I'm going to double pepper this because I don't think we see it. I think it's too early. I think like there's been so many conflicting reports of like issues that they might be having or things are going fine. I just think it's too early. I think we might get like a cinematic trailer. I don't think we see gameplay. So I'm going to double pepper this. Darren, what do you think?
There.
I got more faith. I actually feel like it's a low ball. I think it's a pepper because I actually do believe I actually 100% believe it. We're going to get a gameplay trailer. It's not going to come out this year. It's going to come out next year. But I think because Microsoft has so little, they're going to be like, give us something. You got to give us something.
All right. Yeah. Let's see. Darren, final normal prediction.
It's going to be Microsoft as well. Because guess what? Microsoft has nothing. So I'm here to tell you what Microsoft's big holiday release is going to be. Microsoft's big holiday release that they're going to show off coming out this year, Forza Motorsport 8.
Okay. You think they're going to drop Motorsport a year after Horizon?
Yep. Yeah, because guess what? They have nothing else. Motorsport's already been in development for quite some time. It's like a game that we know is coming, and it feels like they don't need as much time to develop these games as some of their other things. And it seems like whenever Microsoft is in a rut, they're like, screw it, Forza.
So you think they're gonna drop Motorsport this year, this holiday?
Yep. Gonna announce it at E3, and it's gonna come out this year. That'll be their holiday title. Motorsport 8.
I'm gonna double pepper this only because I don't believe it. I don't think they're gonna drop Motorsport a year after Forza Horizon 5. Especially with we know that there's still plenty of content and stuff coming to Forza Horizon. I know they're just different games, but they're both still racing games. So I don't know, Lou, where are you at on this one?
I'm going to give that a double pepper, but I'm going to say I do think we are going to see the game. I think we're going to see it for sure. But I think the real spiciness there is that it's going to drop before the end of the year.
Yep. I'm with you. I think seeing it is a probability. I don't think we're gonna get it this year. But for my final prediction, also gonna sit in an Xbox land at the Xbox Bethesda showcase. We're going to get gameplay of their Indiana Jones title. Harrison Ford will be voicing the character, and it will get a release window of 2023. So I'm saying gameplay. I'm saying Harrison Ford. I don't think he's obviously going to do the mocap for it, but I think he's going to do the voice. And they're going to put a 2023 on it.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You've cracked the case. That's happening. That's happening.
The thing that I'm most not sure about, I don't know if we're going to get I saying gameplay. I think it might just be a cinematic, and I'm not sure if Ford is going to actually come back, but he is back for another movie. So I'm kind of thinking they might try and do some synergy across the two.
Harrison Ford will reveal himself on stage at, okay, wait a minute. Not
Harrison's,
that way. Let's take a step back.
Harrison Ford's Harry.
He's
something.
No.
Breathtaking. What was it? Keanu Reeves.
Harrison Ford will be there.
Little pickle. What was it, Darren?
I don't remember.
Do you remember what I'm talking about?
It.
You remember it. I just don't remember it. All right. Lou, where do you think? Do you think we're going to see Indy, and do you think Ford is back for it?
I'm going to say that's a single pepper.
Okay.
I think it seems plausible. Absolutely.
Okay.
I like the release window. Yeah, I'm going to give that a single pep.
All right. I'm down with that. Guys, you know what? I'm going to change the rules. Let's do one outlandish prediction. I feel like two outlandish predictions. We're getting too far into the world of Outlandia. It's too much. Yeah. We can't be that ridiculous. This is a serious show about serious things all the time.
Deadly
Let's do
serious.
one pie in the sky. One, what did we call them, Darren? AAD? ADD something?
I just thought they were just pie in the sky, hopeful predictions. I can't remember if we gave them a name.
No, we had a name of Aaron's something predictions. ADP, Aaron's something along those lines. Aaron's dream prediction, something, whatever. I can't remember what it is now, but we're going to roll with it. Yeah. Lou, give me your pie in the sky.
Okay. Elder Scrolls 6.
Oh, God damn it.
Double pepper. Whatever you're about to say next. This isn't double pepper. This game does not exist. Go on.
Elder Scrolls 6 trailer.
Okay.
That is, you don't even need to add anything. Just saying Elder Scrolls trailer. Yeah, no, that's enough.
Okay, but hold on. I have to ask, you're not talking about like a trailer where we see a bunch of the developers talking about the game with some like screenshots of the artwork. I don't count that as a trailer. You're talking in-engine trailer, whether it's cinematic or gameplay.
Yeah, okay, it's not going to be a gameplay. That's too many peppers.
Okay, yeah, like that's a cinematic bundle.
It's going to be a cinematic trailer, probably a title reveal, and that's a spicy one for sure, but that's my pie in the sky.
All right, yeah, that's a quick double pep for me. I don't even need to think about it any more than that. I'm gonna laugh really hard if they don't talk about Starfield and instead talk about Elder Scrolls 6. Darren, give me your pie in the sky.
Starfield's never coming out. We're just gonna skip it. We're just going straight to Elder Scrolls 6. We're done.
It's been an NFT this whole time.
Yeah, Starfield was the friends we made along the way. So okay, this is why I was so into Nintendo has to do a direct this year, because I know Nintendo's holiday release title, Metroid Prime 4 gameplay reveal, releasing this year.
Fucked, man.
This year,
you guys.
Metroid Prime 4.
Fucking no way. No, it's not happening.
Pie in the sky, right?
Nintendo fashion, they're gonna give us Metroid Prime 4 and then the trilogy next summer for whatever fucking reason. Like I think Metroid Prime 4 is more imminent than that Metroid Prime trilogy at this point. Double pepper, forget it. You lost it. Lou, what do you think?
Double pep on that one, yeah. Especially releasing this year.
Yeah. Breath of the Wild's delayed, but Metroid Prime 4, no, that's coming out.
All right. Shit. Okay, I'm going to go with fuck, now I don't know. Now I have a couple predictions here. I don't like any one of them as much as I like those two. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to change this a little bit. Yeah. Spider-Man 2 is going to be shown. We're going to get gameplay of both Peter Parker and Miles Morales. We are also, a la Ultimate Spider-Man, going to have Venom as a playable character.
Ooh.
Okay? They're going to throw the 2023 down, which we already know.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And the stinger, the last thing after the date reveal, is just going to be a fist and then claws pop out with like Spidey standing down there. I think we're going to start to get some of the. I think they're going to get a tease of the cross. I think Wolverine may be in the game. He will by no means be playable, but I think we are going to get Peter and Miles. We're going to have some sort of Venom gameplay, whether it's like Ultimate Spider-Man where you can do pretty much like there's a whole separate mode for him or not. But and then I think we're going to get a Wolverine tease. That's where I'm going to end it. That's my last prediction.
You've been sleeping in your Spider-Man pajamas too long. There's no way. There's no way. That's I'm happy with the prediction. That's perfectly pie in the sky. Like done. There's I mean, for them to reveal Wolverine before the game even is close to coming out would be truly psychotic behavior.
I don't know, dude. I genuinely think with both of them being in Insomniac, I genuinely think we're moving towards something here.
Oh, I think there might be some crossover, but like not this soon.
We'll find out. Lou, what do you think? Close this out here.
Double pep, 100% right there.
All right, my friends, that brings us to the end of this wild ride of predictions. We'll do a whole recap video once this is all over, going over the state of play, the what's it called, the Microsoft Bethesda stuff. We're gonna hold all that back to once we know all of the information, so get stoked on that episode coming very, very soon. Lou, as always, it's been a pleasure, but before we go, where can people find more of you, including the name of that playlist one more time?
Yeah, the playlist is called Lo-Fi Beats. It's a Spotify playlist. You can find me at Mad Seedling on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, and on Spotify, Apple Music, Mad Seedling.
Hell yeah. Darren, I'm so happy you came back to join us as our master predictor, leading us in the charge of all things predictions. If people wanted to find more of you, which is impossible, how could they do so?
What?
Perfect. As for myself, you can find me over on YouTube at youtube.com/burnoutbreder, where we do all the best things all the time. If you're watching, please like, subscribe, and share. If you want to see more of me, you can find me on Twitter at burnout_Matt. You can also find me every week co-hosting the PlayStation Drive over at youtube.com/carpoolgaming, where we talk about all things PlayStation all the time. My friends, this has been a fantastic show. Make sure, again, you guys check out Destiny in the Black Voices in Gaming stream the day that this goes live. Go support, go celebrate all things video games. This week is the week for it. We will see you on the next one. Peace out.
Later.
I'm going to do what? Timeout. Darren says timeout. As he floats away.
I just give me a second.